Confirm if my screen is visible.
Yes.
Great. Okay. Now we can cover one of these topics today, and we'll start the next topic in next session. So we can either cover virtual machine scale set, uh, which is a part of load balancer, right? Or we can cover creating the virtual machine using PowerShell script. It's not optional that we skip one, so we'll be covering both of them. But today I can cover only one. Which one do you guys want to pick? And there is no sequence. If there was any sequence or order, I wouldn't have asked you. We can learn anything. So which one seems to be interested to you guys?
Creating VM using PowerShell.
Okay, so let's do that. Fine. One request, guys. Now, after this session, I'll be sharing a script with you. Very small script though, to create a virtual machine. And I want you to use that script and create your virtual machine. However, do not run this script using your uh, office laptop. No matter how small it looks, at the background, it runs many commands. It will change some ports. It will change some settings. So it's a request. Do not, you may get into trouble. It will try to communicate over port 443, right? Which can generate the network logs in your firewall settings or firewall, whichever you have in your office. So do not use your office laptop for this. Also, you won't even have access to PowerShell administrator. So best option what I can suggest is that, by the way, look at this troubleshooting. It is still in progress. Okay. So the best option I can suggest is create a virtual machine first, right? Create a virtual machine if you are using your office laptop. Otherwise, I don't suggest, don't use your office laptop at all. But people who are already using it, create a virtual machine, take RDP to that machine, Azure's virtual machine, and use PowerShell within this virtual machine. Then it is not impacting or violating any of the issues, because this is not impacting your network at all. अगर कोई error आता भी है, कुछ होता है, then it is everything, it's in your virtual machine. Got it, guys? समझ में आया यहाँ तक?
Yes.
Okay. Now let's talk about the PowerShell. So what is PowerShell? Anyone has any idea, or anyone who doesn't know what is PowerShell at all? Please feel free to speak, guys. If you don't know anything about PowerShell, let me know.
I don't know anything about PowerShell.
Okay, who else?
I don't have any idea. Sorry.
Yes, Sam, Hanifai, who else, guys? Fine. So I'm assuming rest of you know PowerShell. Okay. No, as in, you know, at least as a concept, PowerShell exists करता है क्या है? PowerShell is nothing, guys. PowerShell is it's a command prompt in Azure, or maybe in Microsoft itself. It's not only in Azure, it was in Windows also. The one which you're looking at, it is in my operating system, Windows. So there are multiple methods of doing one thing. For example, very basic task. I have a task, or my client is asking, what is the name of your machine? The laptop on which you are working, what is the name of that laptop? Not talking about the model, etc. ठीक है, जो internal OS का नाम दिया जाता है, वो नाम पूछ रहा हूँ. What is the name of this machine and what is the IP address? So if I have to search for name and IP address, what do I have to do? Using graphical user interface, GUI. I have to go here, start menu, search for this PC. Do they have this PC in Windows 11? I'm not even sure about that. Okay, somehow I'll have to search for this PC. Let's go to settings. Yeah, under settings, I'm able to see the name. What is the name of my machine? So here laptop. How many clicks I have to do? At least minimum 3. Start, settings, and under settings, I can see this, right? 3 clicks. Now try to achieve the same thing using PowerShell, which is called CLI, command line interface. That was GUI, graphical user interface, command line, CLI, command line interface. And PowerShell is one of the CLI tools. We have command prompt also, we have bash also, we have PowerShell also. We'll be focusing on PowerShell. PowerShell is one of the CLI tools. Now I want to see the name of my machine. Okay, let's clear whatever is there on the screen. This is the plain screen looks like when I open it. I want to see the name of my machine. Simple. One command, I have my output. Here I had to click twice and thrice. Now I want to know the IP address of my machine. Again, go to settings. If I have to do it from scratch, click on start, go to settings. Let's wait for the page to appear here, then network, right? And then what do I want to know? This one, IP address. Click on properties. Somewhere here, I'll find the IP address. This is my IP address. How many clicks approximately, guys? 5, 6?
Yes.
Okay. Now I want to see the same information command prompt. Here it is. I have my information available in front of me. Laptop name, IP address. In fact, it has more details. More than this. It will always have, command line will always have granular information compared to your GUI. So at least did you understand the concept, Hanif and Sam?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
One thing, whatever you can do, whatever, no matter which option, I mean, looking at this looks very huge menu, बहुत सारी चीजें इसमें दिख रही है settings वगैरह में, settings में हो, disk management में हो, whatever it is, whatever you can do, even connecting a Bluetooth, disconnecting a network, making this personalized apps, etc., whatever you want to do. Let's say if you want to uninstall an application using GUI, you'll have to again go to settings. Under settings, you'll have to find control panel. Okay, control panel, you'll have to find.
Directly click on the start menu and search there for control
Yes, you can do
panel.
that also. Yes, you can do that also. Click here. Search for control panel. Here it is. Right? At least 3 clicks. Then again, click on uninstall program. And now I get this menu. Using PowerShell, I'm using this command just to clear the screen so you don't get confused. CLS is the command which will clear the all previous commands and etc. So to get to the control panel, one command and I have my control panel in front of me. So are you guys getting the difference between GUI and CLI? And PowerShell is one of the CLI tools. Okay. Now, whatever you can do using GUI, everything can be achieved using PowerShell. As far as you know the correct tools, correct commands, everything can be achieved using PowerShell. But whatever can be done using PowerShell, not everything can be done using GUI. So PowerShell has an extra edge. For example, while creating these machines, did you get the option? Let me create one. Did you get an option to select the name of the NIC under networking? Now, when you create a machine, see if you customize this name. I want this name to be customized. I don't want इस तरह का कोई नाम नहीं चाहिए मुझको. I want this name to be, आप खुद का नाम रख लेना. ठीक है, मशीन का नाम कुछ भी रखो, but NIC का नाम जो है, you keep it as your name, and let me know if you can do it. Not now, do it later. You don't even have to let me know. You just figure it out whether you can do it or not. I want you to create a machine. While creating a machine, this NIC, this interface name, this should be your name. So let's say if Razak is creating a machine name can be anything, but nickname should be Razak. If Deepak is creating, I want him to create a machine with any name, but this nickname can be, should be Deepak, and see if it is possible for you. By the way, it is not, but still give it a try. However, you can achieve that using PowerShell. While creating a machine using PowerShell, you can customize that name. So what I was trying to set here, it's whatever you can do using GUI, you can do that using CLI, PowerShell. But PowerShell, it's not limited to that. PowerShell can do extra things which GUI cannot do. Is this clear, guys? Still here?
Yes.
Great. Now,
What is it
talking
called?
about the,
CLI?
sorry,
CLI is full form.
command line interface. GUI, it's graphical user interface. This is command line interface. ठीक है, ये जो इंटरफेस को हम कर रहे हैं वो ग्राफिक के थ्रू कवर कर रहे हैं, यहाँ पर कमांड के थ्रू कर रहे हैं, इसलिए दिस कमांड लाइन एंड पावरशेल इज वन ऑफ द CLI टूल. CLI में कौन कौन से टूल है? एक कमांड प्रॉम्प्ट है जो पुराना आता था, यू मस्ट हैव सीन इट. दिस इज द कमांड प्रॉम्प्ट. सारे एक जैसे ही दिखते हैं, सो यू वोंट हैव एनी कोई डिफरेंस फील नहीं होने वाला आपको. बट दिस इज कमांड प्रॉम्प्ट. दिस इज पावरशेल. बाय द वे, पावरशेल आई हैव चेंज दिस कलर. नॉर्मली पावरशेल यू विल सी इन ब्लू एंड दैट इज नॉट फिक्स्ड. सॉरी, यहाँ पर मैंने चेंज कर रखा है. But if you open your machine, PowerShell आप लोगों को ब्लू सा दिखेगा पीछे पूरा. But you can read it here. It is command prompt. It is PowerShell. So we'll be talking about PowerShell. Now, guys, let's talk about Azure PowerShell. So to handle everything, अभी ये जो PowerShell हमने देखा है मेरे OS के अंदर है. Can I create a virtual machine on my portal using my operating system's PowerShell?
Yes.
How?
We have to
As in, I'm
connect
not
the
passing the command concept.
PowerShell.
No, not asking the commands from you. How can I create a machine on my portal using my operating system's PowerShell?
We will have to connect PowerShell of our system to our Azure tenant.
Perfect. Yes, you'll have to log in to your Azure account using the PowerShell, and then whatever commands you run here, it will work on your Azure portal. This is one method. You can do this. This is one method. Another method is you log into portal and then you use the PowerShell from here directly. Let me do it on Sunil's subscription. So we have 3 virtual machines now. I'm trying to create another one. So what can I do here? I can either connect to this one using my virtual machine's PowerShell. Sorry, either my virtual machine's PowerShell or my laptop's PowerShell. This is my laptop's PowerShell. And look at this also. Here you can see my name. So you won't get confused. This is my laptop's PowerShell. What I can do is that I can connect to that to my Azure account, or I can go ahead in the portal. And can you see this icon, guys?
Yes.
I click on that. And now it is saying, welcome to Azure Cloud Shell. Do you want to go with Bash or PowerShell? I said we are discussing about PowerShell. No Bash, no command prompt as of now, only PowerShell. Now to access the PowerShell in Azure portal, you require a storage account, guys, right? You require a storage account. So you'll have to select one. And click. Here, if you face problem, what you will require is you will require the owner access at the subscription level. So if you face any problem, ping me or ping your owner of your subscription and they will assign you the rights. वैसे भी एक ही हफ्ता बाकी है, balance काफी है, so maybe we can start assigning owner rights to everyone. So if someone is doing from Sunil's subscription, if you do not have access to PowerShell, either you can connect with Sunil, he's the owner on his resource group. You can connect with me. I think Prabhat, you also got owner access right here.
Yeah,
Sunil's
provided.
yes. And I think you assigned it to Sohan as well, didn't you?
Yeah, so on also.
Sohan. And in this one, guys, you have it with Deepak. You can always connect with Deepak. You have it with Razak bhai, I have assigned it to you, so you guys can connect with Razak. Shahrukh already has it, and I have it. So whenever you need access, let one of us know, and one of us should do that. Once you have that, then only you'll be able to open the PowerShell, because it will start creating a storage account. And unless you have the access, it won't allow you to create. By the way, you can do that manually also. It's not a recommended, it's not a necessary thing कि PowerShell किसी को यूज करना तो उसको ओनरशिप एक्सेस देना ही होगा. Don't think it's that way. Right? Don't get it wrong. But as of now, I'm not covering that manual step. Hence, I'm saying कि सबको access दे दो. But we'll cover that. कि आपको करना है तो manually कैसे बनाओगे. But that is a part of storage. आपको storage बनाना पड़ेगा एक manually, and then you'll have to assign it. But as of now, I want you to focus on PowerShell, hence not clubbing those things. इसलिए आपको access दिया जाएगा. You simply click here, click OK like I did now. Okay. Once that is done, you will have this PowerShell available in front of you. Now, whatever command you run here, ये जो भी command आप run कर रहे हो, now it will directly impact here on your subscription. Obviously, access वगैरह सब कुछ वैसे ही होगा, ठीक है? If you have only read-only access, और आप एक machine बनाने की try कर रहे हो, let's say you are Sohan Keskar, and you have access on Sohan's resource group, and using PowerShell, you try to create a machine in Sunil's resource group. So just because you are using PowerShell, that does not mean it will surpass the IAM, RBAC वगैरह. वो सारी चीजें as it is अपनी जगह पे हैं. You are just, what are you doing? Instead of using GUI, graphic use, you are using CLI. That's it. बाकी सारे restrictions आपके वैसे ही है. Is it clear, guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
Second method to connect. Using the PowerShell of my machine. Either it could be my laptop or sorry, it could be my virtual machine. I create one virtual machine and I can use PowerShell on that. I'll open the PowerShell as an administrator. Right click on this. Right click. Run as administrator. Don't use PowerShell IEC. Use basic PowerShell. And PowerShell as an administrator. Run that as an administrator. Here it is. You have your PowerShell. Now I am on which machine, guys? I am on my virtual machine. Okay, you can create your virtual machine. How to connect using PowerShell? Windows PowerShell. I will call it as Windows PowerShell. And this is Azure Portals PowerShell. So now I already showed you how to connect using Azure Portals PowerShell. You just have to click here and it will be created once. And that was only first time. Next time if you click, directly open हो जाएगा. Look at this. वो account बनाना जो है, that is only for first time. Okay. Now, this is a very simple. Is this clear, guys? Are you getting confused? Any questions? I'll give you 30 seconds a break. छोटा सा. Think about it. Any questions?
So this account which will get created, that will get created separately for each of us, like Sunil के लिए अलग, मेरे लिए अलग, and other users के लिए अलग, or will it be like once Sunil creates it, then we all don't have to create that storage account?
No, everyone will have to create it separately. सबका अपना अपना बनेगा. इसीलिए तो we are asking कि आपको रोल असाइन करना पड़ेगा. अगर एक ही का यूटिलाइज हो पाता. Yes.
In real time, which method we mostly follow in from portal or from the
machine. Normally, जो एकदम सीनियर और टेन्योर इंजीनियर होगा, you won't even see कि उसने कभी पोर्टल पे लॉगिन किया. अपने मशीन से कनेक्ट करके बैठा होगा. You just tell him कि ये करना है, वो करना है. हाँ ठीक है, let's do it.
सुहेल भाई, यहाँ पे मतलब रन एज एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर कर दिया मैंने, मशीन में ही अपना पावरशेल यूज कर रहा हूँ, तो ये मैंने उसको रन एज एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर कर दिया. फिर उसके बाद मुझे कैसे कनेक्ट करना है?
We'll do that. We are doing that. We are doing that. Don't worry. वो skip नहीं किया है. Any questions till now? उसको उस पे हमारे. Any questions? Whatever we have covered till now. Any questions on that?
No.
No. Okay. So just to see whether it is connected or not, I will run one command. ठीक है, just to see कि ये connect हुआ है या नहीं हुआ. वैसे तो definitely it is connected. This is I'm talking about PowerShell on the portal. So I'm running a command called get Azure resource group. This is the command get Azure resource group. इससे क्या होगा, जितने भी रिसोर्स ग्रुप्स है मेरे इसमें वो सब मुझको दिखेंगे. Get command is always to get information. Get command is it's never harmful. It's always to get information. So now look at this. I'm getting all the information. How many resource groups are there? Sam, where is it? East US. Shahrukh, where is it? East US. Sonali, East US. Most of our resource group are in East US, but look at this. Can you see this? So this is how you can get the information. But as of now, what was the target here? Just to check whether our command prompt is working or not. So is it working or not?
Yes, it
Yes.
is working.
It is working, right? Now same thing, let's try it on our Windows PowerShell. Get AZ resource group. Okay, I did this and I hit enter. What do you see?
Error.
Your Azure credentials have not been set up or expired. Please run connect AZ account to set up your Azure credential. So Razak bhai, this is where it answers your question. कि Windows वाले को मैं connect कैसे करूंगा, right? So this is, by the way, all these commands, guys, don't bother to write it down. ये सब मैंने यहाँ पर दिए हुए हैं already. And ये मैं अपने task में फिर से दे दूंगा. And you already have access to this OneNote. This is under Azure Compute, below virtual machine skill set, creating virtual machine using PowerShell. यहाँ पे मैंने script और ये command दोनों दे रखे हैं. So don't bother to write it down. उसमें confusion मत कर लेना create.
This is case sensitive or
No, PowerShell is not case sensitive. It's Linux which is case sensitive. Now look at this. Look at this. I type it all in caps. I type it all small. Mix and match. It's not case sensitive. Okay? So the very first thing which you need to remember, or which you should know, which you can, an interviewer can ask you, or you can say it, it's to connect your PowerShell to Azure account. Your PowerShell version should be 5 and above. Below 4 version will not work. How to check the version of your PowerShell? There's a command called PS version table. All these commands I have given in OneNote, so don't bother to write it down. Usme focus mat karna. Focus here. Commands I'll share with you. Don't worry. It's in fact already shared with you. OneNote hai aapke paas. So which is the version I have of my PowerShell?
5.1?
5.1. Requirement is 5. So am I good here?
Yes. Good.
Now we'll have to install the PowerShell module. PowerShell के मॉड्यूल होते हैं, राइट? तो PowerShell में Azure का हमको मॉड्यूल इंस्टॉल करना पड़ेगा. If I have to do some AD वाला काम या किसी भी तरह का, so I have to install the modules. So to install those modules, we have some commands here. One is this. Say yes to all. And I'm installing the modules. Normally जब आपको आपका PC मिलता है ना काम करने के लिए, ये सब already हो चुका होता है. But I am showing it to you from scratch, so you should understand background में क्या चल रहा है. ठीक है. Then एक और module हमको install करना है. All these modules and everything, guys, I have given it in the OneNote, so don't worry, and I'll share it again. I'm installing modules on my Windows PowerShell because मेरा Windows PowerShell immediately Azure पे काम करने के लिए नहीं बना है. It is for my operating systems issues. So if I want to I want to make it work on Azure, so I'll have to install Azure के modules. I hope you understand what are modules. Modules कुछ नहीं है, वो command का पूरा एक bunch, or you can say a database of commands. So it will start understanding those commands. Your PowerShell will start understanding the commands. So hence you're utilizing those modules here. Did we have to install any modules here on Azure PowerShell?
No, there
Why
is no
not?
need to.
Because it's directly connected to Azure. ये बना ही उसी के लिए, उसमें इनबिल्ट है वो modules. Okay, so I'm installing modules here. Once the modules are installed, I will have to set a remote execution policy as well. कि remotely access होना चाहिए. That my PowerShell here on my Windows machine, this PowerShell, it's capable or it is good enough to do some remote execution. ठीक है? Modules are being installed. Here it is. Then I have to set a policy, an execution policy, which confirms that my PowerShell is capable enough or it should allow to execute the command outside my operating system remotely. It can be on Azure and it can be on some other machine. Let's say sitting here, I want to disconnect some other machine in the same domain. I want to shut down some other machine. वो यहाँ से किया जा सकता है. So for that, you require a remote execution policy to be enabled. Right? So let's do that once this is installed. First, let the modules get installed. Once that is done, we'll connect this PowerShell. Okay, I guess it is done. Yes, it is done. So now this is the command to execute the commands remotely. Don't have to remember all these. ये interview में commands को नहीं पूछना था, concepts याद रखने आपके. ठीक है, now to connect, this is the main thing where you are connecting your Windows PowerShell with your Azure account. Connect. It will give you a pop-up. Which ID will you type here?
Our subscription.
Azure one. Azure
Yes.
one.
Yes. Now you understand कि आप लोगों का Azure वाला ये कैसे यहाँ पर impact करेगा. So whichever ID you are using, बस उतना ही access मिलेगा. Now if you are a reader, तो reader के level का access मिलेगा. Just because you are coming from PowerShell, that does not enhances your accesses. I hope that is clear to you. इस ID को जितना access है उतना ही access मिलने वाला है. Now I am connected to Suhail Kumar Prabhat, the Sunil subscription. Okay. Now let's see if I'm connected properly. So just to check, maybe I can get some information of VMs which I have or resource groups which I have. So get command I can always use. Get AZVM. That's the command. I think. Let me check. I see if get AZ resource group work. Let's give me 1 minute. So if I'm connected properly, then I should get the results. Here it is. Getting it, guys? Can I see the resource groups which are there?
Yes.
Same resource groups. Manzoor, Attar, Sunil, Sohan, all these resource groups. So which means now I am connected. Now the next step is, guys, to create a virtual machine. I can do it from here or I can do it from here. Both places are fine. Now let's do it from here because we are here and it will be easier for me to show it to you on Notepad. I'll share the script with you. You don't have to worry about the script. So this is the script we have. And this is very small. बहुत ही nominal रखा है guys मैंने इसको. ठीक है, you will see a script, 2 पेज और 3 पेज का script होगा actual में. I'll show you the actual script also. I have one. But as of now, I want you to get the feel of it. कि PowerShell चलता कैसा है. I don't want to give a 2 pages script अभी दे दूंगा, आप उसमें से आधी चीजें add ही नहीं कर पाओगे. So now guys, if I run this command as it is, do you think my machine will get created?
No. because we need to first enter the my resource group in that our subscription
Data.
resource.
Okay. It will. Actually, it will. Let me show it to you. Copy. Not changing anything. Not a single thing. As it is, I'll paste that script here. Hit enter. Let me see. Okay, it is being created. Over there, modules have not been installed properly. That is the problem I'm facing. It is not accepting the new AZVM command. This has started the virtual machine creation. What is it asking, guys?
Username.
Username. Because that is something which we cannot keep it in a script. What does it say? No size value has been provided. Hence, it will take the default size. Look at this. At this script of ours, here modules have not been installed properly. Hence, it is not accepting the command. Command is correct. New AZVM command is correct. So look at this. What have we done here, guys? We have not given any size of the machine. We have not given any operating system name. So it is taking everything by default. जो जो चीज हमने नहीं दी है वो by default उसको ले रहा है. Okay, it has failed. Why it has failed? Because I do not have the capacity in this one, in this subscription to create a machine with this resource. Let me quickly create the same machine on my subscription.
We can change the region. I guess that issue is because of the region.
We can. First, I want to show it to you that can I create a machine exactly using this, or I cannot. So let me show it to you that how will it work? Why will it exactly? I'll be able to create the machine using the same script, and later what change you guys will have to do. This is I'm on batch. I want to go to PowerShell. Always be on PowerShell. PowerShell's command will not work on batch. Here it is. Switch to batch or switch to PowerShell. I was on batch. This is my subscription now. So what is the name of the machine, guys, I have given here? What is the name of the machine I requested?
My VDA.
My VM.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What is the resource group name?
My resource group.
My resource group. It should be in East US. Virtual network should be
Yes.
my VNet. Subnet should be my subnet. And this is the details. OS I have not selected, hence it will take default OS, which is Windows. Size I have not selected, hence it will take the default size, which is this one. Location is East US. As someone was saying, we can change this to East US 2 if you face that problem. Let me see it here. If we can do that and East US 2. And let me see if I can run this in Sunil's subscription. I hope you're not getting confused, guys, right? Two different subscriptions I'm using.
Yes.
Okay, I'll tell you what is happening here. What happened here? Half of the resources got completed already. Can you see? Half of the resources got completed. And now when I'm trying to do it again, it won't work because those resources are already there. So let me delete it first. Meanwhile, let me go to my subscription. Can you guys see? Machine is being created. And if I come here, Can you see? It's got created, guys.
My VM.
I mean, not completed. ये हो जाएगा थोड़ी देर में. But can you see? It's been done. Now, why am I saying that you guys will not be able to do it? Because this is creating a new resource group. If you don't have access to create a new resource group, you will get error. So what you guys will have to do here is, when I give you the script, you will have to change this resource group with your resource group, whatever the name of your resource group. यहाँ पर आना चाहिए your resource group, जो भी आपका नाम है resource group का, exactly वैसे ही. VM name, you can keep whatever you want. But if someone has used my VM, you will not be able to use my VM. So it's always recommended that you use your unique name. Okay. Location, it's okay. East to West to whatever you want to use. My virtual network, it's okay. You can keep this one, but not all of you can use the same. So make sure you give some name to this one. So it will create a new virtual network, and you will be able to create new resources here, guys. Why? Because you're deploying everything under your resource group, and you have owner access on your resource group. So you'll be able to create new virtual network. You'll be able to create new subnet. Now, what is virtual network, subnet, etc.? We'll see that later. But as of now, understand, you will have to change these values. तो आपको क्या क्या चेंज करना है? Resource group name, it's must. And it should be your name. तभी वो जाके आपके ग्रुप में बनाएगा. अगर आपने इसमें थोड़ा सा भी कुछ और कर दिया ना, गलती से एक A वगैरह एक्स्ट्रा लगा दिया, then it will consider that you have to create a new resource group. And because you're trying to create a new resource group, you don't have access, so you'll get error. By the way, वो भी नहीं होगा, because before you start, we are assigning all of you the owner access, तो वो error भी नहीं होगा. But still, make sure to create it in your own resource group. When I check the task, I don't want कि किसी ने नया resource group बना लिया just because he or she did not change the script. Please don't do that. Is it clear, guys?
Yes.
Now, troubleshooting on this one, we don't have much time, but वो कुछ issue नहीं था, छोटा सा issue था on Sunil's subscription. You guys can figure it out because we have only 1 minute left, right? And if you still think ये नहीं समझ में आया, so I can do it again. So only 30 seconds are left, guys. Only 1 minute is left, actually. We'll close the session. I'll assign some questions, some tasks to you. It will be based on yesterday's session and today's session. All of you, please perform OS disk swipe, whichever task I will be assigning now. Razak bhai, please, along with this, perform the other task also.
Sure.
The one which was assigned to you yesterday, right? Which one is good enough for logs? Okay, guys, I'll stop the session. I'll be sharing some questions, some tasks. Do the task, questions, and networking videos. From next session, we are going to start our network topic. If you have any questions, do let me know. We may have a session in between without recording one. Okay, guys, see you then. Bye.